So what was your pull to doing this type of video or to moving in this direction? Was it purely like you were just vlogging at this point and then you saw this opportunity, or was it like from the very beginning, did you have a really clear path of what you thought you could create in filmmaking?
Yeah, the priority was me going on trips that I wanted to go on. So I was just visiting places and doing things that I thought was cool and interesting, and then just just like documenting that process and vlogging, especially the trips and the hiking. I didn't really know anything about hiking videos in general. Just sharing the experience is just documentation that's easy. But when I made the guide aspect, the actual value for helping people go on the same hike, or do the research for them, I definitely tried to share things that I wish I had when I was researching the hikes. So whether that's the trail, where food is, where water is, like the gear that you need, the temperature, when you should go. I started to dive into trying to make better videos, higher value videos for hikers. But I didn't really latch on to the hiking genre until the Hornstrandir Iceland video kind of blew up. Because before that point, it was just me documenting and doing what I want and just putting it online. But after that, I finally saw it as, an experience product. I'm going out there, I'm creating a product, packaging it nicely with a bow, and then putting it on YouTube to deliver it to people. There's some aspect of escape, entertainment, people who don't really plan on going on these hikes, but just want to be entertained. But I think that's a small amount compared to the people who are researching with YouTube to try to figure out how they should travel, where they should go, and to be safe and have fun with it. So after that, I started producing, experience products at that point, go do this hike here, go do this hike here. Making sure to have a diverse menu of different hikes all over the world, different climates, different types of hikes. I've definitely scaled back a little bit. I'm getting back more towards shooting what I want to make, and just putting it online, and whoever watches it. But the last 2 years has been pretty hardcore, hiking experience, product filmmaking.
Yeah. I mean, you've maintained a very rigorous schedule to put out the content that you've been putting out. When you introduced that guide aspect to your trips, did you see a lift in views or duration or something that helped you know that was a path you wanted to continue to pursue?
Yeah, for me, it was always optional on top. In a perfect world, I would just do the things I want to do and document it in some way with video and then put that online. The more POV, the better. But the actual value is teaching people, doing the research for them instead of everyone just always having to research the same hike over and over again on their own. I'll make it dense and what you need to know in a video form. So, that's where the real value is, because it's who cares about a person hiking around? It's help me do the hike. So yeah,
it's interesting. It's you sell the hike to them, and then you sell the information of how to go do the hike, right? So
yeah, that's where the actual work is. And obviously I think that's just higher value. It's one thing to just share what it's like on trail just through my perspective. It's another thing to literally give the information to help people do that.
Yeah. What about your videos that are, I want to say one of the first videos I ever had seen of yours was 3-hour relaxing hiking video to study to, or something like that, right? Is that something that you still produce or not really?
Yeah, it's a funny idea. But I personally watch, videos like that in the background. So I thought, I've got a bunch of one type of genre of video, and it would kind of play well together, just together. I do plan on making another one this year and just tacking on, got 12 new videos that I can pull content from and just add it on to the front of the old video and re-upload it. And it might be 10 hours at this point.
Wow.
Why not? It's a fun video. It's like my thesis. It's like a whole year's worth of work into one video.
Just a massive recap. No, I think it's a really unique idea, and I think one of the things I appreciate the most with your channel is it's kind of silly, but like inside of YouTube, right? You've got so many like gear reviewers and kind of like one style of a channel, and then you've got you that like you're backpacking, but you're able to do so in a way that gets massive amounts of attention, massive amounts of viewership. Through your creativity. I mean, one of the things that I just always notice in yours is even just the sound, right? Of like you walking on the gravel past the camera, and like those types of touch points, I think are just incredible. I mean, obviously your aerial shots also are incredible, but I think back a lot of times like what encapsulates what you do. It's that like point of view, it's the sound effects, it's all of it that just puts you on trail with the minimalist and solo hiker Kraig Adams. You're there with you even though you're not, right? And I think you do a phenomenal job at that.